Good, y'all. So we know David Benavidez, he turned down Turki Alalshikh's offer to fight in Alcatraz, which I think is a jail on some island or some shit like that. But, David Benavidez basically said that he wanted to fight either Callum Smith or Anthony Yarde this summer. But shockingly, the Ring magazine is reporting that Callum Smith versus Anthony Yarde is supposed to take place this summer. It's in the works. And even though they canceled the Queensberry and Matchroom 5v5 event, this fight is still planning on taking place. So Turki Alalshikh, man, he's pissed off that David Benavidez turned down his Alcatraz offer. And because of that, it's obvious that he's trying to freeze out the 175 light heavyweight division for David Benavidez, man. Like, guys, who is David Benavidez gonna fight? I mean, I was looking forward to Benavidez fighting Anthony Yarde or Callum Smith. I preferred that he fought Anthony Yarde just because Anthony Yarde, he had a very competitive fight against Arthur Beterbiev. Out of all of Beterbiev opponents besides Bivol, I think that Anthony Yarde had the best performance against Beterbiev. Like I said, besides Bivol, we all know Bivol. I think Bivol won the first and the second fight against Beterbiev. But Anthony Yarde did a very good job against him, even though he ultimately got stopped by Beterbiev. But I gotta admit, guys, I was not impressed by Anthony Yarde's last fight against Lyndon Arthur. This is a guy that he knocked out before, and he went all 12 rounds with Lyndon Arthur, and it was just a very lackluster, boring fight. In my opinion, I expected much more from Anthony Yarde. But besides that, he has one loss to Lyndon Arthur the first time they fought. He lost by a split decision. He got knocked out by Sergey Kovalev, and he has that loss to Beterbiev. So besides that, Anthony Yarde has a pretty impressive resume. And I think that him and David Benavidez would have been a huge fight, especially if they were to do it in the UK. You know, Anthony Yarde has a big fan base over there in the UK. We all know the UK supports their boxers to the fullest. And I think this would have been a great look for David Benavidez, man, to expand his audience and, grow his audience over there in the UK. But I want to ask you guys, man, who is David Benavidez gonna fight? Like, who is he gonna fight next, man? It's obvious that Turki Alalshikh is pissed off that he didn't take his offer to fight in Alcatraz. So, Big Turk is obviously trying to freeze him out the division, man. And I have to be honest, y'all. I think David Benavidez should have stayed at 168. It's obvious that 168 is a much more competitive division than 175, man. I have no idea who David is gonna fight next, man. It's getting to the point where David, he might not have a choice but to just go back down to 168, bruh. He could go back down to 168 and he can fight, Jaime Munguia. He could fight Edgar Berlanga. I just don't know who the hell David is going to fight at 175. Y'all let me know in the comment section, man. If Callum Smith and Yarde, if they actually do fight each other, who the hell is David going to fight next, man? Let me know in the comment section. It's your boy Wavy. I'm out.